Hello, guys. I'm supposed to tell you stuff tonight. So, let's do it. Supposed to act like that. So, I'm on day 17 of a juice fast right now. I'm on day 17 of a juice fast right now. I think the last time I made a video. Wow. The energy is incredible right now. So, this is invigorating. I think the last time that I made a video, I was on the road. Since then, I've stopped being on the road, and in about June, I ended up in Asheville, North Carolina. Asheville's an interesting city. Seems to draw very interesting people to it, of all walks of life. But it's not about them. So, juice fast, Asheville. So what happened basically was that I gave up this human body that you're looking at right now. I stopped allowing him to control the game when possible, the game of life, that is. So when he got scared, or when he didn't want to take a risk, or when he doubted the intuition of his higher self or of the angels, I would do my best to remove his opinion. So this body, this human, and this consciousness, I realized was much lesser than the spirit that could control it, than the higher self, so to speak. And my higher self had been itching to play the game instead of me. Or, if I'm more gracious to myself, with a lowercase f, to my human body, he wanted to collaborate with this version of my consciousness. But maybe he just wanted to run the show. He, she, it, androgynous, dual-natured, higher self of Rainolf wanted to run the game. So I let that happen as much as possible. And that landed me at a crystal shop in Asheville after about 27 days on the road of going from hotel to hotel. I traveled across the country. There's a beetle on the lamp. I traveled across the country. My astrological sign is Cancer, which is the scarab. In Egyptian, it was the dung beetle. And a beetle has landed. Right before I started this video, the light bulb of the lamp went off. And some people may take that as a sign. I'm not supposed to make this video. But for me, I took it as a challenge. And when I replaced this light bulb with the light bulb from my bathroom, this light was brighter. Which allows you guys to see me better, because I know lighting is important to the viewer. So, the juice fast, Asheville. I landed here, and I, within a week, got a job. I searched for a few jobs, but the job that I ended up getting, I happened to walk in without knowing that the place existed or that I was going to run into it that day. I was walking around in downtown, and I talked to a young man who happened to be the manager there as I went in and I was looking around. And then I got the job and started working the next day. There was a lot of synchronicities all along the journey. There's a lot of synchronicities all along the journey. I think my higher self would like to step in now Okay, so guys, when you do a juice fast, here's what you need to know. You need to juice organic juices, and you need to juice them with a juicer. I bought a juicer that was on sale on Amazon for about $70. And with that, I mostly juice grapes, pears, apples, carrots at nighttime to try to heal my eyesight. And also, you need to supplement with some other things in order to eliminate. Elimination's the main goal. If you stop eliminating while you're on a juice fast, then your body will become toxic and acidosis, and from there you will have a big problem, and you'll never like the juice fast, and you're likely to spread bad news about the juice fast to the world, and then they won't take the juice fast, and that'll be bad for everybody. So in order to do the juice fast right, let me grab some stuff and show you. This will be easier. People are visual learners. Okay, so to my visual learners, each day I'll grab a couple more things. Each day I also take chlorella, which is an algae. Here are the nutrition facts for the super visual people. That's probably reversed. Anyways, so, and I take spirulina. These are rich in amino acids, which are the building blocks of protein. If you were to eat a protein bar and you were a guy that liked to work out at the gym, the reason why your shit's black is because your body didn't break down the protein. Because the proteins are bonded together very tightly, and it takes a lot of energy for your digestive system to break those proteins down into their constituent amino acids. So what I do is I eat amino acids that aren't proteins yet, because a protein is bonded amino acids. They're together into a structure. In order to break that structure down, it takes a lot of energy from your digestive system. You feel it, and often you shit dark colored because that's protein coming out of your ass because it never was broken down by your body. So on the juice fast, you want to continue to eliminate. Here's a couple other things that I bought. I've been taking the spirulina and chlorella for a while, trying to get the glare off. I buy these Dr. Morse supplements, these tonics, and I take droppers of those in order to get my kidneys filtering. I've got 8 different ones of these in order to remove parasites, in order to detox from chemicals and metals, etc. So what happens is you want to drink a good amount of juice. You can also drink water. I've been distilling my water. I could show you the distiller if that would help some of you guys. So the reason why I'm showing you guys this stuff, and the reason why it was very important for me to actually make the move across the country out on my own, away from all parents and help sources, was so that the knowledge that I talked about, that I already knew, that my higher self already knew from many incarnations, would then be embodied in this life, and then you guys would trust me. Because as a man with 3 Gemini placements, I already know all this stuff, and then I just have to do it in real life, and that's the tough part. That's easier for a Virgoan or a Capricorn or a Taurus or an Aries or a Leo or a Sagittarius. But for someone who's in their airy natures, who likes to conceptualize of things, I have to conceptualize, and then I have to do the thing so that other people are like, oh, his concepts are real. Where in my own mind, it's like, the concept's definitely real because it checks out. Because I'm smart enough to understand that it's going to work in reality. But in this game, I actually have to do it. So I actually do live on my own now and pay all my own bills. I actually do juice fasts, of which I'm almost halfway done with my 40-day juice fast. I actually do eliminate foods when I do the juice fast. I eliminate old waste. I actually do have a water distiller, and I do distill it. You see what I mean? I can show it to you if you'd like. But what happens with these things is that in order for me to be a living example and to be a leader in this realm, I'm actually going to have to do all this stuff. So that was what allowing the higher self to come in was all about. Because the higher self naturally is a leader and has come to this realm many times and has led many times. So I had to get out of the way of my trauma and of my belief systems that I had established in order to aid myself from feeling the trauma. And I had to distill, just like the water distiller, it boils the water, right? And when the water boils, all of the heavy elements fall down to the bottom of the water distiller. they're separated from the water. So all the metals, the fluoride, all that stuff you've heard of, the chemicals, the chlorine, all that becomes a particle, becomes a physical embodiment. It becomes too heavy. It doesn't have enough light energy to stay with the water. And the water comes up as vapor or steam and then drips down. So just like that, that's what I'm doing with my life. That exact process of the water is what I'm doing with my life. It's called distillation. And so that's what the juice fast was for too, was to further distill. For example, the gem store is not something that I'm going to be like, I'll tell you a little bit about the gem store. My higher self says that's important. So I work at the gem store, right? In Asheville, in downtown Asheville. Now, why would I end up working at a gem store if I let my angelic and spiritual team take over, and if I let my higher self take over? Well, that was because it was allowing me to be a leader in real life, because that's my life mission. That's my numerology, that's my astrology, that's my me. You see me? Don't I look like a leader? So what happens is that then I run the shop on my own, so there's nobody in there. So for example, in all my previous jobs, somebody else would tell me what to do, and that was a problem because I'm a leader. So what happened was I got a job without Ben, without me. That's my first name is Ben in this life. Without Ben choosing stuff, my higher self put me in the right position. But that doesn't mean I get attached to it, because now Ben could get attached and he could say, well, I need to keep working there because that's my income, and if I don't have enough money, then I can't pay off my rent. And if I can't pay off my rent, then they'll come for me, and I'll be on the street, and I'll be a homeless beggar. But that's not going to happen, because the higher self won't allow that, because I've got to deal with God and with the warden of this realm, Saturn, to fulfill a certain mission. And that mission in this lifetime does not require me to be a homeless beggar. So I can take faith and confidence that I won't be a homeless beggar. And I would say that that's the case for most of you guys. You guys can also take confidence that you're not going to become a homeless beggar if you step out of the way and allow your purpose to be played out as the spiritual realm intends. Yes, so I get to work there alone, and a lot of people come in, and my knowledge of gems has increased. I've gained gems. People would like to see gems, right, or crystals. I'll show you one that I gained from my shop, that I acquired or manifested. So this, as you can see, it's like half the size of my head. I believe it weighs 2 pounds and 6 ounces. Is that right? Anyways, so this is, I'll show you like this. I'll show you like this. Anybody know what this one is? Look at that deep purple. And it's got a little bit of a cluster of quartz crystals over here, some bubbly little crystals as well. This is a fluorite. It's a raw fluorite. That purple there is fluorite, and you can see over here there's also green fluorite in here as well. And this goes on my altar, and it's pointing at me like this as I'm making this video. So this energy of this fluorite, you had probably already felt it if you were attuned to crystals from afar before I even showed it to you. This raw structure, it's still on its mother stone here. There's some more geotic, there's some more crystal-y shit on this side. See that? And that's beautiful. And it's still on its mother stone, which means this. It's just like it was pulled out of the side of the mountain right here. You got some sweet fluorite. So that's one of the perks of my job, is now I have an altar and I've got more knowledge on crystals. But more importantly, I upped my confidence in my ability to talk to people and to tell them how crystals work and how the world works, and how they can better their lives as well when they come into the shop. And that goes in varying degrees, but the shop, those are the benefits. The negatives are that it still doesn't allow me to be a full leader, because I'm not dealing with the right crowd, with the right people. Only about 10% of the people that come into the shop actually want to begin a spiritual quest, or are in there for the right reasons, for me to be their leader. right? And the shop itself doesn't allow me to be the kind of leader that I want to be. Whereas 99% to 100% of the people that watch this video are looking for a leader for some aspect of their lives. So the reason why my higher self wanted me to do this video is so that I can transition once again and transform out of the gym shop and into another role, whether it be someone who is doing what I'm doing now, or it is something similar. But this is a good way to evolve and for me to move to my next transformation. So, let me see if there's anything else that I should tell you guys. Juice fasting. Trip around the country. Higher self, anything else to tell them? Oh yeah, you guys may want to get divining tools. Divining tools. So this here is a pendulum, right? And so what you do is you can call on a spirit. I recommend your higher self. And then you can ask him, higher self, please show me a yes. As you can see, this pendulum is now moving backwards and forwards. Please show me a yes. As my hand remains still, for a yes. This is a crystal. This is an orange aventurine at the bottom of this. Now, I'll hold it like this. I get the same yes and no every time that I do this. Higher self, will you please show me a no? Now, as my hand remains still above, it is spinning in a circle. Higher self, is it time to end this YouTube video? Yes, it is. Alright, y'all. This is Ranulf. Have a good one.